Why is Prog stock up by 15.8% today? Well, that is the intention of this video. We're going to cover what has happened and why this may be in this episode. If it sounds good, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. So what we're going to be doing in this one is we're going to be doing mainly a technical analysis on this stock. We're looking at what we have been seeing over the past day, over the past few days, and that sort of thing, and then talking about what could possibly come next. If it sounds good, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe. But as I did say, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, this is just my personal opinion, and of course I could be incorrect, it's just based on what I personally believe. But yeah, if you enjoy it, do subscribe, we are trying to grow the channel. And the third and final thing that I want to touch on is the fact that we are currently doing a fundraiser for Save the Children. This is intending to end on the 24th of December, so literally Christmas Eve. If you can donate just a small amount of change, you'll be making a massive difference. If you can donate more, you'll be making it even bigger of a difference. But yeah, all of the funds are going to Save the Children. If you can donate, please do. So yeah, we're going to jump into this one, and as always, we're looking at the simple charts and just a one day to start us off. So between 14 and 15% we are up today, which is really good. We'll have a look at the trend for it, and you can see that actually from 9:30 up until right now, we haven't really moved too much. But when you zoom out to the 5 day, you will see that this move is quite significant on the general chart, because realistically, from where we were on Monday, late Monday, we were on a price of $3 almost exactly, and from the highs today, we've touched just over $4 exactly. So we have had quite a large rise, and you know, we have sold off a little bit towards the end of day, but ultimately we are still up by 14%, like I said, 14.5%, which is about 50 cents for those of you wondering. So really good things that we're seeing with this stock. Again, Monday, or really even Friday into Monday, we had this big growth. Then go forwards into Monday, we had a bit more of this continuing on, and today we're just seeing bigger and bigger growth sticks. The question is, what are we going to see going forwards? Because I know that is something on a lot of people's minds, and in my eyes, when you zoom out to the 1 month / the 6 month, or even the 3 month, one thing is very clear: we are definitely forming these stairs, and I'll talk about this as we do go on. But now what we're going to be doing is a technical analysis, and then I'll share a few of my opinions at the end and talk about what I just mentioned with those stairs. So on the 1 day, we're sat on a moving average of 397, which is above where we are right now at 385. This is of course higher than where we are because this is a lagging indicator and it hasn't really had the time to catch up, so you would expect it to be a bit higher than where we are. We have an RSI down here at 37. Now this is a bit low, not really to the point where I would worry, but of course it is coming down because of this drop, and we're seeing the trend on the MACD becoming a bit bearish, but is now flattening out, which could be a good sign. The 5 day chart for this period is showing us that the moving average is once again a little bit higher than where we are right now. This is again a lagging indicator. It has been caught out by this massive rise, and of course this massive rise was actually followed by a small drop, so it has kind of caught out a few of our indicators. So we're actually a bit behind on the moving average. The RSI is down subsequently as well, down to 41, which isn't really too bad, but is a bit lower than where it was prior to that, which is actually okay, because bear in mind previously it was a little bit high throughout the day. Now it's coming down to more reasonable levels, even if it is towards the lower side of that. Anyway, the trend on the MACD is becoming bearish because of this decrease that we have seen. The 1 month chart will show us one thing is clear: we've been stepping up over the past month. We're seeing a RSI on 78, which is really quite high. That's only 2 points away from being overbought, so it is a bit higher than where we want it to be. But you know what, we have been at points like this in the past, even in the past month, and the trend on the MACD is becoming bullish again. You can see it's been bullish for a while. We had bearish candles creep in for 3 days here and for 3 days here. The question that I have now is, are we going to see this trend continue? Because in my eyes, simply looking at the chart, we do have one very, very clear trend, and I'm going to draw that out for you guys. I think it is easy for most of you to understand. But one thing that we're seeing is, we're seeing this sort of staircase effect with this stock. We're basically having 2 green candles here, and then 3 days of red, followed by a bit of consolidation. 2 green candles here, 3 days of red, and actually a bit of consolidation on the last day. 2 green days here. Even if this one is a red candle, it did actually continue to rise upwards. And then again, 2 or 3 days of red here. So actually this time it was only 2 days, but technically 3 of these candles were red, so there you go. And now we're seeing 2 days of green, a third candle which is bringing us up again, which like I said is not too dissimilar to what we saw here. So we're seeing 2 green days. My question is, are we going to see a bit of a step down and find a level where we are more comfortable before finding our next bounce? Now of course that is going off nothing more than historical data, but you can see that is a clear trend over the past few weeks. You'll notice on the past month it's happened not once once, not twice, but 3 times now, and my question is this going to carry on? So, going off historical data and historical data alone, would I buy this stock right now? I personally would not. Now, PROG is not a bad buy in my opinion. I think it could be a very good buy. You will see over the past 6 months it has been much higher than where it is right now. And even in the past year to date, you will see we've been significantly higher. So can this one rise up again? Of course it can. But what I'm looking for now, especially going forwards into tomorrow, based on the trends that we have been seeing, based off the cool off that we are seeing towards the end of day today, my question is realistically, are we going to see a bit more of a drop going forwards into tomorrow, like what we have seen in the past month? And if we don't see that, are we going to see a bit of consolidation? So what I'm trying to say is that PROG, in my eyes, is still a relatively okay buy to an extent. However, I still do like the approach of safety, and for that reason, I would be waiting out a day or two just to see what happens, simply due to the fact that, like I said, we have seen this trend in the past month where we've seen growth followed by a bit of a drop, and then the same thing continue, and we actually went higher. I think there is a potential now for us to go higher again, but ultimately I think this could come at the cost of a small drop in the first case, before we actually do see that growth. So I would actually be not buying this one at the moment. I'd be avoiding it for the next day or two, just to see if we do see that trend play out. It doesn't mean that the potential is not there for PROG. Bear in mind, we're very close to breaking past the $4 mark. And another thing that I want to highlight for you guys is it has been very, very close to the dollar marks where we have bounced off this this trend, if you will. So that is very clear on the 1 month again. So going back to that, you will see that down here we touched $2, we broke past $2, we couldn't do it, and we bounced back down for 3 days. We had the same thing up here. We actually did break just past it again, then we consolidated above the $2 mark. Then we had the same thing again here at the $3 mark. We bounced above it for 1 day, but ultimately it was a bit of a resistance for a while, and we hit it, bounced up to it, and of course bounced down below it, and now we are seeing the potential same thing happening again, touching $4 and seeing a bit of a drop. So does it mean that it can go higher? Like I said, of course it can go higher, but I definitely would not buy this one right now. I'd urge on the side of caution. That's just my personal strategy, and you guys may have a different one, but it's just the way that I would play this one based on what I am seeing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you all again for another one very soon. Goodbye until then. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.